Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and this is a new chapter in my book. The book is called 71 Helpful Writing Habits You Can Learn from Self-Publishing 91 Books. This is a chapter called Think of Your Readers as Family. At the beginning of this chapter, I want to share what was written on my chapter titles document. And it said, think of your readers as family and invite them into intimate details in your life. We've covered that already so far in this book with the many times I've shared in illustrations and shared about using illustrations in your book to build a rapport with your readers. But it hasn't been expressed like this. I was having sex with a young girl of 17 years of age. When I was young, I was 23, and she was on contraception, but she got pregnant somehow, and I never understood how that happened. And she came from a Catholic family, and I came from a born-again Christian family, Protestant family. And so they didn't believe in divorce. Her mother made her the condition that I marry her daughter. And my parents weren't happy about it. They thought that a baby isn't enough reason to enter into marriage. And I told my girlfriend that, and she said that if I don't marry her, I'll never see her again or the baby. And her best friend, my wife's best friend, shared with me after my wife had left me that her mother said that, and she was in the room when her mother said that, just threaten him and say this. And her mother, I believe, was a very evil woman. And so I married her, and when the marriage wasn't working out, she left the marriage and started a relationship with another man. And that really broke my heart. And I don't think I've ever recovered from that breakup. I really, in the time we were married for 2.5 years, I really grew to love my wife. I had a son, and after my wife remarried, she cut me out of my son's life, and I've only seen my son once in 23 in once in 23 years. So it's caused a lot of heartache for me. If you're writing about family, or you're writing about divorce, or you're writing about court battles, or you're writing about forgiveness, or you're writing about love, or you're writing about conflict, you could use that illustration in your book. But that's a very intimate look at my life, and I think it's one of the most intimate stories I've shared in this book so far. And your readers, if you welcome them and call them your new family, you'll find that you'll begin to really start to open up with them. I have to confess that those 4 friends I've talked about, the 2 women and two men that became friends of mine from reading all of my books. They're my best friends. They were my best friends. Those two women were really close to me, and the two men in my life are really close to me, and they really understand me because they've read so many of my books and so many of the details about my life. And I've had so many conversations over Facebook phone with them, or video phone with them. And I've really drawn close to them. My brother and me are really close, but he's never read a book of mine. My mum had read a few books of mine and helped me edit a few books. The couple of books that my mother edited, she did her best editing the books, but a couple of those books had reviews that said I needed a better editor. So that's a sign that you can have someone that loves you edit your book, and it can still have errors in it because the person isn't proficient at English or aren't as proficient as they need to be an editor of your book. So you'll find that your regular readers become close as a family. So I really encourage you to put your personal Facebook contact address in your book, and your email address in your book, and your website that lists your email address and your Facebook and your phone number in your book, so people can get in contact with you, because the readers of your book will become a lot closer to you than your own family.